every time when there's historically, Bitcoin goes through 4-year cycles. 2013 was all-time high. 2017 was an all-time high. 2021 was all-time high. But each one of them was higher than the previous one. But history doesn't predict the future. It doesn't mean in the future it will go high or low. So I think you guys got to make that judgment for yourself. But the technology is growing. The technology is being evolved. So if you look at the fundamental industry, it's not going away. It's a concept that's in hundreds of millions of people's heads. You can't erase a concept like that. So today you can shut down the internet. There will be internet too. There will be Starlink, there will be other things. You can shut down one blockchain, but there will be other blockchains. So the technology is not going away. There's millions of developers in the industry still developing applications. It's just going to get bigger. There will be a lot of failures, just like the internet, just like any startup industry. So there's a lot of risk. There's a lot of volatility, but the industry is growing. I think, so basically, Metaverse and your project that you're mentioning is at an early stage. So you guys are the pioneers or the prototype guys. So at that early stage, yes, you do have to spend a lot of time explaining to people what Metaverse is. Like, 5 years ago, we do that with crypto. Like, what is Bitcoin? Why is it not a scam? Stuff like that. And then in that early stage, you have to do a lot more education instead of just selling your product, which makes it very tricky, to be honest. So you want to keep your burn rate low because of the speed of signing up new clients, bringing new businesses is slow. So usually you want to have a small team that experiments with different products. And hopefully you want to get to a product where the product grows itself so that you no longer have to explain what that product is. So today for Binance, I don't go out there and say, look, we're an exchange. Everybody understands what an exchange is, and our reputation is out there, people come to us. And so we found the exchange is a proven product model, and within this proven product model, we have a strong, attractive product. So whereas for you, for Metaverse, that product model doesn't exist yet. So you have to experiment many times. Very high risk. You can do everything right and still fail. So you just so then in that way, you want to control your risk. Ideally, raise VC money and don't get hooked, don't have liability. So you want to do many small experiments. So hopefully not big failures. You want to have many small failures until you find a product market fit. You're at a very early. You're the spear of the arrow. So you're at a very early stage. So control your risks. Don't spend a lot of money marketing. Get the product market fit first. So this is a very common problem for any new industry, right? If you think about the internet again, when internet first started, I think I used 24 baud modems. They take like 2 minutes to dial up through a phone, and then it's called the World Wide Web back then, right? E-commerce didn't work. There was credit card fraud. Delivery takes like 2 months or a month for you to get something. So and guess what? It's technology. Technology grows exponentially. So I don't know the exact. I don't have the design for a faster blockchain, etc. I'm not that technical anymore. But I do know that there's got to be about 1 million developers in the ecosystem already. There's some really smart ones, like Vitalik, a bunch of other guys. They're all working on this problem. So and the speed increments is not going to come from one thing. It's going to come from many little different things, right? It's very similar to the computers. There was a faster CPU, there was a faster bus, there was a faster RAM, there's a faster cable. So all of those things combined, you'll get better. So I'm very, very confident technology grows at an exponential rate. So you will get there. I don't know how, but with that many developers, so we just got to fund developers. Today, Binance's role, I view Binance's role as a platform for other platforms. So we can help other developers, we can invest in them, we can give them liquidity, we can list their tokens, and we want to support the ecosystem to grow. So that will ensure the technology continue to evolve, not just because of us, just because everyone's doing it. So so that's the natural progression of technology. Actually, we can't stop it. No one can stop it, right? So technology progression comes from millions of minds, all working on fine-tuning, improving something collectively, and then over different times, the technology will improve. Even if Binance stops today, the industry will continue to grow. It's going to happen. We don't view other players as competition. The industry is so small. So today, if we look at crypto adoption, it's probably less than 5%. Out of 100 people, this crowd may be different. But out of 100 random people on the street, maybe less than 5 people have some kind of crypto. And if you look at net worth, out of that 5%, probably on average, less than 10% of their net worth is in crypto. So net worth-wise, it's probably less than 0.5% adoption. When you're in an early, unsaturated market, you want as many players to be in the industry as possible. So the more players that join, the better, because every player will develop their own, they will push the boundaries of the ecosystem. The more people that we can get into crypto, the larger our business will become. So today, the industry is so early, we should be a very collaborative, get as many players in, as many businesses, as many users in, because each one of us is going to be developing different type of users. There will be some overlap, there will be some competition, that's normal, but it's not a saturated market at all. So we don't view other people as competitors at all. This is why we always encourage other centralized exchanges, other blockchains, other wallets, other everything. The more, the better. So first of all, not all the government officials promote CBDCs. Some do, some don't. Different people have different views. I've met many regulators, officials that promote Bitcoin, BNB, many different coins, many different blockchains. CBDCs fundamentally are somewhat different from native cryptocurrencies. CBDCs have the advantage of being issued by a government, so they can force adoption. They'll say, look, today you use the fiat money, and this is a digital version of it. So the adoption rate is going to be high. And it also is very positive for the crypto industry in terms of education. The government will educate everyone. There'll be strong trust, strong credibility. There will be quite a lot of limitations on CBDCs. Most versions of CBDCs I've been hearing about or seeing are unlimited supply. The central bank can mint more money like that. Bitcoin's limited supply. I think for this crowd, we know the difference between those two. Most CBDCs will have permissions. If you want to move $10 million from one country to another, you probably will have to apply for permission. Whereas with Bitcoin today, from wallet to wallet, there's no permission. So there are little different things that are still different. So I don't think CBDCs will replace the native cryptocurrencies. I do think many people in the industry are against CBDCs, especially like the crypto OGs. I'm not. I think the more choices we have, the better. Today, Binance serves as a bridge between the centralized, the traditional finance and the crypto world, and we have to integrate with banks. We've seen that in countries where there's a banking support for cryptocurrency exchanges, the market grows faster. There are many countries like that. And if there's a CBDC that we can integrate directly, then we solve that banking problem. And then we can actually, I believe, will increase the speed of adoption into crypto. So there's pros and cons in everything. So it's rarely black and white. So that's kind of my view on CBDCs. Yeah. In the bear market, there's much less things to do. So there's less partying, there's less, just less exciting stuff. So you just gotta build. But more seriously, in a bear market, it's actually easier to hire talent. Because in a bull market, like a year ago, a college grad with knowing a little bit of Solidity programming costs a lot of money. The salaries they demand are just doesn't make sense to me. So, but now it's come down to very reasonable levels. So it's easier to hire people. It's easier to grow. It's also easier to invest in other companies. A year ago, every project was over $100 million. Even pre-product, just 6-pager white paper is $100 million. Today, the valuations are much more reasonable. And today, a year ago, everybody wants to do a project. Everybody wants to issue a coin. Everybody wants to sell an NFT. Today, only the strong founders are doing that now. So the selection is actually much better. Today, it's harder to raise money. So in this climate, so in the bear market, you want to hire people, you want to invest in other companies, and you want to do acquisitions and consolidation. In bull markets, you want to raise money if you need to. That's kind of each cycle is about 4 years. So 2013, 2017, 2021. And if we look at those 4-year cycles, it's usually a 1-year dip. The dip happens faster and like a 2-year recovery, and then another year of all-time high. So we're kind of a year in, but I cannot predict the future. The history doesn't predict the future. So yeah, accept crypto payments. He wants to charge $8 for the blue tick, and Twitter has users worldwide. If he deals in fiat, he has to integrate with like 200 different payment processors. Just accept crypto, you're done. Yeah, that's obviously the first feature. For us, because Binance and probably most of the platforms that you would build is a B2C, so we focus on the user. You got to get the user experience right. So when Binance started, before Binance, most of the crypto exchanges, they only have a web version. They don't have mobile versions. On the web version, they got to scroll up to see the chart, scroll down to place trades. So you got to scroll back and up and down all the time. Product is not great. So we thought like we can clearly do better, and we've done one screen. Many people copied it. Customer service is very, very important. Before Binance started, if you use a cryptocurrency exchange, if your withdrawal is stuck, you put in a ticket, you wait for 2 months before you get a reply. And we said that's not good. So we said 24 hours. Today, we say 5 minutes. So today on Binance, if you issue a chat, you get picked up within seconds. So service is really important. But for us, we have the product market fit. We have the product. We knew that works. That's on the exchange side. We also experiment with many things in the ecosystem. And many of those things, we're still experimenting with different products. So I think the first thing is just get the product right. Once you get the product, don't do marketing. Don't issue a coin until you get the product. Once you have a product, when you want to scale, when you want to push the acceleration button, then that's when you do marketing, issue a coin, various things, yeah. So, it's a double-edged sword. So today the problem is the Binance, there's an exchange, and there's like the BNB chain, there's a bunch of different things that use the Binance brand. It has both pros and cons. The pro is when something uses the Binance brand, initially they will grow faster because of the trust, credibility, association, etc. The disadvantage is later on, whenever there's a problem, even in the decentralized bridge, the news media, the mainstream media says, oh, Binance.com, Binance Exchange got hacked, which is not true. Can't blame them, to be honest. It's very easy to make that confusion because not all journalists know this industry that well. Today, given the crypto adoption is at like either 0.5 to 5%, we can't expect the mass population to understand little intricate details about the difference between Binance.com versus BNB chain versus BNB beacon chain versus the bridge between them. So that one is like actually a very reasonable mistake to make. And when one journalist make a mistake, every other journalist copy it. So that's how the industry works today. So that part, I'm actually okay with it. We clarified it. This is also why Twitter is extremely important for us. Twitter gives us our voice. So Twitter gives us the small guys, the new guys, our voice. So it's fine. It's not a big problem. We clarified that. I think anybody who cares understood it. It is what it is, yeah.
Do you agree that price doesn't matter in the short term? Leave a comment if you found the content interesting. Click in like button. It really helps the channel find viewers similar to you. If you're new to the channel or haven't subscribed to it, click in subscribe button. We post content daily to keep you up to date on the current market and news. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.